بيسعدنا أن يكون معنا اليوم سعادة أنطوان ديلكور سفير مملكة بلجيكا لدى دولة الإمارات. Good morning, Your Excellency. Great to have you here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, Hannah.
Excellency, when did you arrive to the United Arab Emirates and what were your first impressions?
I arrived 2.5 years ago in the summer of 2022 with my wife and our two boys, and immediately I felt a strong connection. And I will tell you, it was like coming back home because I have a personal history. My family has a personal history with this country. My parents lived here 25 years ago, more than 10 years.
Wonderful.
In Abu Dhabi, but also in Dubai. So it was a little bit like coming home. I was not living with them, but I was visiting them very regularly, so I could also witness the very fast transformation of this country. And of course, what strikes you immediately when you come to the UAE is the great diversity of the country. And by the way, Dubai and Brussels are the two most cosmopolitan cities in the world. I don't know if you know that, but Brussels has also more than 180 nationalities. And I think the roles of the UAE and of Belgium are very also similar in their respective regions. We are both bridge builders and we are trying to forge consensus. And I think this is one of the characteristics that unites us as well. The second point is obviously the connectivity. That's from here, from Dubai, one of the biggest airports in the world. You go with a direct flight everywhere in the world. You connect also in the UAE east and west. And I think Brussels, Belgium has the same role also in Europe. We are the gateway to the European Union, and we're also on a crossroads of different cultures. We have 3 national languages in Belgium. We have Dutch, French, and also German. So this diversity element, this connectivity, we know very well, and I think we are sharing this, these elements together.
Absolutely. Your Excellency, I'm curious to something. You mentioned your parents lived here. And they left 10 years ago, or when did they leave?
When they leave a bit more than 10 years ago, and actually they came back for the first time.
I would love to know because this is actually a very genuine witnessing or opinion from people living here, left and coming back. What's their opinion about UAE now?
So they came back for the first time to visit me last year. And it was actually funny because they could not find their old apartment anymore. They were sure they lived there for almost 10 years, and they could not find it because the city has changed so much. So we went there with a taxi, for half an hour, and finally we found it. But it's a sign that the city has evolved so much.
Of course, of course. Your Excellency, Belgian community, I know it's contributing a lot to the economy here. And there's lots of also innovative talents from the Belgian community here in UAE. And I don't think everyone knows about it. So if you can tell us more about the Belgian community.
Well, first of all, our Belgian community in the UAE is the second largest in the Arab world. So we have around 5,000 Belgians living and working in the UAE, which is a lot for a country of 11 million inhabitants. 11 million like the UAE, actually. It's another common point that we have together. And it's probably not well known or always well known, but Belgian companies have contributed to many flagship projects in the UAE, like the Burj Khalifa in Dubai was built by a Belgian company. Pan Jebel Ali is being dredged also by a Belgian company. We have among the largest dredging companies in the world. Legoland, Uptown Tower, which was recently inaugurated, and also many other projects in Dubai. In Abu Dhabi, we can mention the Zayed Mosque, also built by a Belgian company, the Emirates Palace, and we are currently also building the Sheikh Zayed Museum and the Guggenheim, which is going to be the largest, the biggest Guggenheim in the world.
Impressive, and actually something I didn't know before, and when I met you today I knew that Smurfs are created in Belgium, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Comics, it's really in our DNA. It's really a Belgian tradition. Tintin is also Belgian, the most famous, probably ambassador of Belgium in the world, but also the Smurfs. Smurfs that are behind me.
I love that. The Smurfs actually leaves a stamp in all of us, actually, since we were kids, which is fascinating. Your Excellency, projects between United Arab Emirates and Belgium. I know it's diversified. If you can give us like a glimpse on what's going on between both nations.
Well, as I was mentioning, so many projects are still developing as we speak. Obviously, the two museums that will open in the next 2 years, the Sheikh Zayed and also the Guggenheim, are very important projects in our bilateral relation. We are very proud of that. Palm Jebel Ali is another one, but I would also mention the sustainability sector. So energy, the energy transition. So we have a lot of Belgian companies that are also contributing to this agenda. We are also doing this because we are together with the UAE collaborating in the fight against climate change. And I would also mention innovation, because you know, Belgium, beyond our chocolates, our waffles, our diamonds, and our Smurfs, is also a country of innovation. We have world-class universities, research center. We also have a fantastic...
And you're active in that. You visit universities, you pass the knowledge.
As much as I can. I like to visit university to talk to the students, because they're the future of the world, and they're also the future of this relation with Belgium. So, but yes, innovation is really something that we are very proud of, the innovation and the innovative angle of our companies. And again, artificial intelligence being, of course, one of them. Dubai is very well known for being one of the capitals of artificial intelligence. Our companies are also very much interested in this relation and working together with local companies.
Absolutely. Your Excellency, Antoine, I'm sure when you came here, or when you knew that you are posted to the United Arab Emirates, you had some goals. You wanted to achieve something. Are you achieving these goals? Are you in the process of these goals? Tell us about your own personal goals towards this specific posting.
Well, I have the impression that I will never achieve the goals that I have in mind, but of course I will. Well, first of all, I want to support and serve the Belgians here in the UAE. It's a fantastic community, highly skilled, hardworking, very well integrated also in the economic, social and cultural life of this country, and I want to be there for them. And I want also to be accessible, to shift away a little bit from this traditional image of distant diplomats. I want to be really in contact with them, and this is what I'm trying to be. I also want to visit as many places as possible here in the country. I still have many more places and people to meet. And I also want, and this is one of the reasons also, I want to connect with the youth. I want to strengthen the expertise on Europe, on the European Union, and also in the other direction on the UAE in Europe, because I think we still have to understand and know each other better.
Yeah, absolutely. Mentioning visiting, you would love to visit more places here in the United Arab Emirates. I would love to visit actually Belgium. If I want to visit Belgium, what's your tips, for example, now in the winter season and later in the summer?
No, it's a fantastic idea, Halla. Please come to Belgium. There's so many places to visit. Obviously, Brussels, which is the capital of Europe. It's also the second biggest diplomatic hub in the world. The capital of Belgium, but also the capital of Europe. We have a fantastic Christmas market also that is going to open, and the Grand Place, the great square of Brussels.
Yeah, I heard it's fascinating.
It's absolutely beautiful, one of the most beautiful in the world. And of course Antwerp, which is has the second largest port in Europe, who is also one of the capitals of the diamond trade with Dubai, another connection that we have. Ghent, this fantastic city that is mixing history and modernity and contemporary aspects, and the greenery, the forest also of southern Belgium, where I'm from, is also absolutely fantastic.
I'm going to go book as soon as possible. Your Excellency Antoine Delcourt, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you very much for having me, and looking forward to see you again maybe in Belgium.